All right, well, let me start the session and welcome everybody. This is going out online, I'm told, from around the world, so we hopefully have some people watching. This is a public workshop on the role of the NIH in drug development innovation and its impact on patient access. I'm Jeff Bingaman, and I had the honor of chairing the planning committee of the workshop, and we've had a very distinguished and impressive qualified planning committee. Let me just go through the list of people on the committee. Amitabh Chandra, who's here on the front row. Patricia Danson, I know, is here. Stephen Galson is here, I'm sure. Stephen Merrill is here. Jennifer Moore, John Niederhuber, Amit Sarpatwari, Niraj Sood, Reed Tuckson, and Gabe Shigai. So let me thank all of them for participating. We had several conference calls to discuss who should be asked to make presentations, and I think it's all resulted in a very good lineup of speakers. The staff leaders of this project, Cheryl Nass, who is the director of the Board on Healthcare Services, and Francis Amakwa, who is the person who's really done a lot of the legwork to line up our speakers and make the logistics of this work, and Annalie Gonzalez and Carol Sandoval, who have helped him in that regard. And let's give those staff folks a big hand. They deserve recognition. I also want to thank the sponsor of the project, the Laura and John Arnold Foundation, for their generous support of this effort. Finally, I want to give a big thanks to all of the speakers who have accepted the invitation to be part of the workshop. And you can get more information about the planning committee, its tasks, and the speakers in the materials that were passed out there as you walked in. Let me discuss a little bit the purpose for the meeting. Patients' access to innovative drugs continues to be a serious topic of public and policy interest. Therefore, for today and half of tomorrow, we will explore ways in which the federal investment in biomedical research translates to innovative medicines, and we'll also discuss novel ways to facilitate patient access to those medicines. I'd like to remind everyone this workshop is being held in order to facilitate presentations and discussion among experts. This discussion will be summarized and the presentations summarized in a rapporteur-authored workshop proceedings that will be published by the National Academies Press. The workshop is being recorded and transcribed solely for use by the rapporteur, and the recording and transcription will not be made publicly available. Speakers are given an opportunity to review the summary of their presentations for accuracy before any publication will be made. The conversations and information presented will help to inform the workshop sponsor and may inform future Academies' work and activities. Although opinions may be stated and lively discussions may ensue, no conclusions are being drawn or recommendations being made as part of the workshop proceedings. Furthermore, individual participants may engage in discussions and questions for the specific purpose of probing an issue and sharpening an argument, and the comments of any given participant should not be assumed to reflect the views of any organization with which that individual is affiliated, including the workshop steering committee or the National Academies. Let me say a few words about the meeting structure. Today the presentations are organized around first a keynote address, and then 3 panel discussions. We'll start with a keynote address and have that and some questions for the first hour. We'll then have a 15-minute break, then continue with the first panel. We break for lunch at 12 o'clock, and lunch is on your own. I'm told that everyone is able to go to the 3rd floor and eat there in the cafeteria if they would like to do that. Following lunch, starting at about 1 o'clock, we'll continue with the 2 remaining panels for today, and then again tomorrow there are 2 additional panels. The committee and the public will have an opportunity to ask questions of the speakers following their presentations. And again, I thank everyone for their participation.